Devo Davis reverses it in. You know, Bruce Pearl isn't going to mind a little bit of tempo in this game. Here's Smith. And the little man on the floor likes with the board. Jalen Williams again. Coming up tonight over on ESPN and the app at 9 Eastern, 13th ranked Illinois with Kofi Cockburn coming off a blowout win against Indiana, travels to West Lafayette and take on Jaden Ivey, and third ranked Purdue. Ivey 23 in the win against Michigan.
How about that rematch? Last time they faced, double overtime Purdue victory. Kofi Cockburn stay out of foul trouble this time. Could be a different story.
Wendell Green has not been able to shake anybody. Here's Kessler. Steps through, left hand.
It's terrific defense by Williams, just building a wall, making him turn to his offhand over the wrong shoulder.
Note splits him and finishes. Largest lead of the game for the Hogs. J.D. Note tied for the lead in scoring. Has another! Timeout, Auburn.
The KFC chicken sandwich is only served one way. Straight from the fryer, piping hot, and Kentucky Fried to order. If you don't like it this way, you'll have to go somewhere else. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Red Bull gives you wings. Expand your limits in the 2022 Lexus GX with Apple CarPlay support.
Get 2.49% APR financing on the 2022 GX 460.
My brother got me this ring when he was stationed overseas. He didn't make it home, but his best friend made sure that I got it and became the love of my life.
Celebrate your extraordinary love story. Save 20%. Jared, love brilliantly.
Hey, pass me a Pepsi.
I mean, can you drink any louder? Hand me some Lay's.
Could you eat any louder?
It's normal to eat loud. Drinking loud makes no sense.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Oh yeah, nuggets! 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Thursday night.
Let me hear you, come on!
Find out who will bring home the game's most prestigious awards.
Makes it look easy!
Keep rising. Keep changing the world.
NFL Honors, presented by Invisalign. Thursday at 9/8 Central.
What is an overpass? Come on.
Nobody wants more robot tests, but we could all use more ways to save.
Of all the ways to make your dad proud, this might be our favorite. Gentleman Jack.
When Subway opened, they changed the fast food game. But sometimes you gotta refresh to be fresh. Welcome to the Eat Fresh Refresh, where there's so much new, some say it can't fit in one ad. I say, we're talking a new All-American Club, deli-style oven roasted turkey, and...
Oh, that's the new steak and cheese.
Oh yeah, I knew that. That's the one with the new seasoning.
And that was the new MVP Parmesan vinaigrette.
Right, which makes the next level foot. Hold up, the Subway logo? Wait, I'm out of time.
Kevin and Sean in studio number 5, Kentucky at South Carolina. What dimension does Davion Mintz give the Cats?
Oh, he gives them the ability to stretch from the outside. Oscar Tshiebwe's 3 for 3 underneath, and the Cats are 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. That's a pretty good start.
Over on ESPN, Tom?
All right, KC, thanks. What a scene here in Fayetteville, indeed, and the Razorbacks on a 16-2 run. Auburn playing without starting point guard Zep Jasper, and an offensive foul on Wendell Green Jr., and they're missing Jasper in a lot of different ways here early on.
Well, Bruce Pearl told us, if you're going to beat Arkansas, you better be able to defend and not turn the ball over. They're missing their best defender and their most secure ball handler. Jasper only turns it over once every 30 minutes of game time. And you see what's happening right now with the huge advantage for Arkansas on points off turnovers.
12 of the Razorbacks' 23 points have come off turnovers. Here's Wendell Green to lead some tempo for Auburn. Jabari Smith for 3. Here's Alyssa for more on Arkansas.
Yeah, guys, I was just standing by the Arkansas huddle. They're really happy with how the last few minutes have gone. Jalen Williams really vocal with his teammates and coaches saying, hey, we got a big lead right now. Let's keep it going. Let's make them uncomfortable, something they were preaching all week long.
Note nearly turned it over off a Chris Moore reach in, and from the corner, Amude is off the mark. Musselman is a great motivator, Dane. Today at the end of shoot-around, he made it clear to his team, we fear no one.
That's exactly right. They've gotten the message. They've got confidence. It's through the roof, and they've got a chip on their shoulder, drawing another charge here. This team is ready to play.
That is the second on Jabari Smith.
But look where Williams is, right there in the screen. He's got all that help because they're not playing or respecting the 5-man. Jabari Smith has nowhere to go. And as a result, good one-on-one defense. But this Auburn team is better from 2 than 3. But when the lane is clogged, there are just no angles or lanes to get through there.
Third charge picked up by the Razorbacks in this game. Here's Jalen Williams. Nearly lost his footing. Great freshman year at the end last year. He has turned into a leader on this team, but an illegal screen on the sophomore, and that is his second now.
I think the physicality of the game baited Williams into that. Chris Moore came into the game, roughing him up a little bit, and Williams leaned in on that one instead of staying solid.
So Auburn leading a little bit more on Chris Moore, who'd only played 5 minutes over the last 5 games. We're trying to figure out what to do at point guard. What can Alan Flanagan give them there?
Well, he's got to take care of the ball first and foremost, but right now we have not heard K.D. Johnson's name. He has not been able to get to the rack whatsoever.
And we got a foul on Arkansas after the pass. Debo Davis commits his second. What a doubleheader we have for you Thursday night. The #1 ranked South Carolina women start us off at 7 Eastern when they take on Kentucky at Memorial in Lexington. Then it's a men's Big Ten battle. #3 Purdue will be in Ann Arbor to take on Michigan. Both games on ESPN and the app. That's right. The SEC has the #1 ranked men's team in Auburn, #1 ranked women's team in South Carolina. Auburn finally gets it to the paint. And an offensive rebound for a second chance. Third chance at charm. Dylan Cardwell the slam.
Well, that's how he scores, is off offensive rebounds.
Cardwell is an emotional player, and he was fired up after that follow jam. Neither team shooting the ball especially well. Another illegal screen, and this one will go to Kamani Johnson.
This is not Auburn's most talented lineup, but see if this can't be the lineup to stop the bleeding. They forced 2 turnovers in a row now with the illegal screens busting through there.
You would figure if they do find some scoring, it would start with K.D. Johnson, gives them 13.5 a game, had 20 in the road win at Georgia. Auburn needed every point, won by just 2. Road games have been tough sledding for the #1 ranked Tigers the last couple. Flanagan, we got a foul and an offensive foul in his second.
The physicality of this game is extremely high, and it's with the ball pressure, the denials. I mean, they are in guys' jerseys right now, and good call. I mean, Flanagan leans into him, forces Note off. I mean, this kid Note is known as the best scorer in the league, but doesn't get enough credit for his defense, not just his steals. but the way he can lock up the other team's best score.
They get more for the hand check. That's his first. That hand check, by the way, called it. A lot of coaches would like to see called more. You get away with it a lot. I was talking to John Calipari about it this weekend. He said, if these guys are so strong, if they're allowed to give you a shove in the waist or the ribs, it obviously changes your direction.
Yeah, like if you touch me, I don't feel it. But for these great athletes out here that just work on their physique and their build, it impedes the driver for sure.
It's hard to commit a foul while wearing a suit. Note almost in double figures. 22 consecutive double-figure games for him. Senior from Covington, Georgia, started his college career at Jacksonville University. Only had 3 offers before ending up in Jacksonville. And if you listen to the Hog Pod, which is fantastic, and Note's got to clean some blood off, then his story is amazing. And part of it, just from a basketball perspective, he said, I wasn't as great a player coming out of JU as I should have been because I wasn't in the gym. And when pressed why, he said, well, it was hard. You had gymnastics in there. You had the dance team. They closed it down at midnight. The women's team. I didn't have access to the gym. It's not a problem you have at major programs.
That's right. Yeah, he's like, I got my own gym now to practice in. And you talk about humble beginnings, not just at junior college, but what he went through as a child that's made him so grateful and tough. This was a kid that played on the outdoor courts. He said, hey, it cost $2 to get in the indoor gym. We didn't have $2, so I played with the grown men on the outdoor courts. You see his toughness.
Different game out there. Here's Alyssa.
Yeah, guys, I got to talk to JD Note earlier today during shoot-around. It was fascinating to get his take on how to take on this Auburn team tonight. We know there's no shortage of shooters on that Tiger team. They love to shoot the ball, and I asked him, knowing that there are several primary shooters,
lane violation.
How can you take advantage of that? He said, we have to clog them all up. We have to make them feel our presence, throw different things at them. They're going to take shots, so we want to put them in the most uncomfortable position to take those shots. They've been doing a good job of that so far tonight.
And JD catches in on the second chance. Eric Musselman described the majority of the Auburn backcourt as being selfish players. He said Katie Johnson doesn't want to pass the ball, and indeed, living up to the scouting report, he gets it blocked. He had an amazing stat on Katie Johnson. He said in his entire college career, he's only had 0 or 1 assist 8 times.
Well, they have scorers mentality for Auburn, and it's helped them get to this #1 ranking that they have. So it's worked. But without Jasper, who is a pass-first point guard, not in the game, this team had 0 assists in the first half. They've got to move the ball and get each other involved.
Shot clock winding down. Here's Flanagan. Cardwell had his hand on it, but got fouled on the rebound, and he will flex right in front of the Arkansas student section.
But, Tom, if I'm Coach Pearl, I think you got to start looking at putting in your best three-point shooting lineup. The lane is so clogged. Try to spread it out with shooters. Arkansas is daring Auburn to shoot from the perimeter. The looks are going to be there. Guys got to be ready to spot up.
Auburn, one of 4 teams in the country remaining unbeaten on the road. But it hasn't come without some close calls. At Georgia on Saturday, 10 ties, 4 lead changes. At Missouri a week ago, Tigers had them on the ropes late. Reverse won't go for Wendell Green. Chance to run for Arkansas. Here's Tony. Slides through and has it rejected. What a fantastic block by Devin Cambridge. He was still going up when he blocked that shot.
The athletes on the court right now are just ridiculous.
Well, that size having an impact on the Auburn backcourt. Green listed at 5'11". Cambridge, no, and it's poked out and controlled by Likes. Likes, blind look underneath. It's Auburn basketball. Tigers missed their last 5. Arkansas without a field goal in 3:45.
They've been able to get just a couple of the offensive rebounds, something Arkansas does not allow you to do much of, if ever. So when you get these, you got to be able to put them back. See if he gets caught on the line there with the heel.
Kessler back on the floor. Front line with Cambridge. No Jabari Smith for Auburn after he picked up his second with about 7:20 to play in the half. Katie Johnson downhill. Kessler, third three attempt. He's knocked down one of them. Cambridge strip, and then he fouls Likes.
How about the aggressiveness of the smallest guy on the court? Chris Likes holding his own down low. Just when you think you got a mouse in the house and you got an easy putback, here comes Likes. Just scrappy. Defensively, you start to notice him now in a good way. About a month ago, you noticed him in a bad way. He has made the biggest step of any Arkansas Razorback on the defensive end.
Last year, preseason first team ACC going into his final year at Miami. Had an ankle injury, only played a couple of games, and then got injured again in practice. He's a Prince George County kid from Maryland, grew up a big Kevin Durant fan, as you see Audi's Tony being tended to. Matt Townsend, the athletic trainer. It's like the fight doctor back there. Bruce Pearl used the time to talk to his team.
Like one of the big keys for Arkansas is they just really hadn't turned it over. 4 turnovers. Auburn, we have not seen them get out in transition, get many easy buckets. It is just half-court sets repeatedly against this set Arkansas defense, which again has been the best in the SEC during league play.
So here's Likes at the free throw line, 85% on the season, 5th best in the SEC. Arkansas in the double bonus the rest of the way. One more coming for Likes. Coming off of a 10-point game with a couple of threes in Arkansas's Saturday win against Mississippi State. Really interesting, the personnel that's been on the floor for both sides. They haven't had their most efficient lineups out there for a variety of reasons. Arkansas primarily back to its starters as Note commits his first. And Auburn in the bonus.
Tom, if you're an Arkansas fan, don't get too cocky. You're off to a great start, a good first half, but Auburn's been here before. At Ole Miss, they were down 14. They were down 12 to Kentucky, down 10 on the road at Missouri. This one sure does have a different feel, though, right now, of how well Arkansas is playing.
Well, even going back to Thanksgiving, they erased 15-point deficits in back-to-back wins before they lost in double overtime to UConn. They're the only team in the country that has yet to lose a game in regulation. Green misses the front end. Tigers 22-1. They've won 19 in a row. Number 1 in the country for the first time in their program's history this year. A no call on Cambridge. It is physical. Likes off balance. Let's see if they get the ball to Jabari Smith. Guarded by Tony. Now trying to go to work, and he draws a foul, and that is a heady play by the 18-year-old Jabari Smith. 27-15 will sort it out after this.
We are so grounded.
The magic is calling you to a celebration 50 years in the making. Feel the magic everywhere. Share the wonder of new unbelievable sights. Share the light all around you. And see the world you love shine like never before. Join us for the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Celebration.
Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
My brother got me this ring when he was stationed overseas. He didn't make it home, but his best friend made sure that I got it and became the love of my life.
Celebrate your extraordinary love story. Save 20%. Jared, love brilliantly.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. At Liberty Buchamode.
Cut.
Liberty Bibbity.
Cut. We'll dub it.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put them in the cage, never let out the. I hear him chatting with the boys. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but nice keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. My girls, better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. Better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Better tell me I'm awesome. Better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution.
I need big king, big king. I need two.
All the flame grilled stacker saucy Big King taste you love is now on the
2, 4, 5
for a limited time.
The great thing about the app is we're going to get happy hour pricing on our drinks.
That's right.
No matter what time.
It's happy hour every hour.
Let's be honest. Anytime I see a discount, I'm going to go for it.
Right.
I don't care what it is. I have to have that.
Yeah. Anything that is half price tastes twice as good, right?
Right?
The E-Trade halftime report is on the way. Coming up, we'll check in on a good one in the Big Ten in East Lansing. Plus, the UCLA guy has successfully lobbied to shoehorn a Bruins conversation in here at the half. How is Arkansas doing this?
First of all, happy birthday yesterday. I can't believe America didn't wish it to you on Twitter and Instagram. I would say this, that they're taking Auburn out of transition. They're not allowing them to score in transition. The defensive transition has been outstanding for Arkansas, forced them to play in the half court. It's made life a little difficult for them.
Arkansas has been great. I just heard Tom Hart say it. The genius that is Tom Hart. Auburn has not played well. They're 1 of 13 right now. They've missed layups, they've missed open threes. They've missed the front end of a 1-and-1. This is going to get tighter. Arkansas has been great, but Auburn's been really poor.
Back to the genius, Tom Hart.
I'm blushing, gentlemen. Jabari Smith at the free throw line. That was not a shooting foul as we went to break. Ted Valentine said 1-and-1, and Jabari Smith makes the first of 2. To Sean's point, 14 points off turnovers for Arkansas, thanks in large part to 5 steals. Number 1 team in the country, certainly missing its starting point guard in Zep Jasper.
But I think they found their answer there. Keep going to Jabari Smith. I know he's only 18 years old, and he's having an off night after an off night at Georgia, but they got to keep feeding him. He can't be bashful or defer if they want to hold on to this number 1 ranking.
Razorbacks have scored 20 of the last 26 points in this game. Note off the screen. Hit one from the hog tail earlier. That one a step closer. So what does it look like when they give Jabari Smith the ball in a position to score?
You can post him at the 3-point line or 20 feet in. Just give him a split second to operate, take 1 or 2 dribbles, and he can rise up. A contested jumper isn't a bad shot for him.
Wendell Green left the 3 short. Kessler got his hands on it. Auburn will have an advantage. The lob and finish.
How many times have we seen Devin Cambridge over his career getting baseline lobs? Great find by Green. A little bit of life in the Auburn Tigers now.
Here's Likes. And now Mude trying to work on Jabari Smith, turned it over. Green went down awkwardly. Able to get back on his feet and try to get back. Jabari Smith can't reach. He's playing with 2. And there's a reach from K.D. Johnson. Missed opportunity for the Hogs.
Oh, that's a lob right there. You lob it up, it's a dunk. That bullet chest pass, too tough at that speed.
Wendell Green reaching down for that left knee as he received that pass in the backcourt a moment ago. Doesn't seem impacted on the drive, and he floats it in.
Well, how tough is he? You're right. I mean, he had an awkward takeoff on that previous layup, fights through it, gets a much-needed 2 points.
6-0 run for the number 1 ranked Tigers. Note on Cambridge. And now Likes. Jabari Smith up high to get it. Green goes down. And it's going the other way.
Well, Auburn's defense is giving themselves a chance in this game. They're holding Arkansas to just 32% from the field. But more importantly, 13 of Arkansas's 28 shots have been from beyond the arc. And that's a stat that Coach Muss is not going to be happy with. He wants them to get their head down, get to the rim, get to the free throw line. So far, Auburn's done a nice job of defending without fouling in the half court.
After the Green turnover, Razorbacks holding on to a 6-point lead. They've led by as many as 12. No tape, ball fake, got the foul on Chris Moore's hopping out.
Moore's been super aggressive. I mean, he's reaching, he's swiping, and that time you can contest the shot, but he went straight into the shooter. A little bit too aggressive, like the energy. Just keep it in check.
J.D. Note, last year's 6th man of the year. Now he's the star for this Arkansas team. Preseason first team all-conference. Tied with Scottie Pippen Jr. for the scoring lead in the SEC. Saturday, our full day of college basketball on ESPN, and the app starts with #1 Auburn. Following game day on the Plains, Texas A&M in town to take on Bruce Pearl's Tigers at the Jungle. Then Florida State goes to Tobacco Road to take on the Tar Heels. Note's got double figures. Big win last night for Tony Bennett. Virginia knocked off Duke. Will there be another upset tonight in college basketball? Green, nice move. Kessler tried to tip it and got fouled on the second one.
Rarely has Auburn been able to get a clean look at the rim. That would have been a tough finish, but they've left 4 to 6 points right there at the rim. Kessler going to try to bail him out here. Great hezzy one-hand scoop by Green. And it requires the help defender to come over, which gives Kessler the opportunity not to be boxed out.
Kessler, the North Carolina transfer, has 8 boards. Tigers with 10 offensive rebounds already tonight. Nice touch by the big man. 5-point Arkansas lead. Been nearly 8 minutes since Arkansas made a basket. Note, step back. And the struggle continues. And the Razorbacks' poor offensive showing lately has allowed Auburn to climb back in this game.
You'll take this if you're Bruce Pearl, down double digits. Claw your way back into this game with your defense, and now you got a chance to go into halftime. Down 5, maybe 4.
Nearly a 2-second difference in shot clock and game clock. Green, the crossover. Got a shot at it with 2 on the clock, and he drains it. And he'll take off and head straight to the locker room. Auburn worked hard to come back. Their defense holds Arkansas without a make in the last 8:29.
Well, Arkansas had the momentum for 15 minutes in this game. In the final 5 minutes, Auburn has retaken that momentum, jogging to halftime with a ton of confidence despite down 3.
Let's get to listen with Eric Musselman.
Coach, they chipped away at that lead. What were you telling your team just now?
I mean, we got to share the ball more on offense, and then loose balls, we got to dive on the floor and get a loose ball. Just too much offensive rebounding.
Defensively, what do you want to see in the second half?
We're playing great defense, but we got to finish it with the defensive rebound.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Liz.
Arkansas holding Auburn to just 26% shooting. Bit of a rock fight, but it's in front of a big crowd. Speaking of a crowd, stick to the studio. KC.
Yeah, Tom, lively in Fayetteville tonight. What a first half of the Razorbacks in front by 3. E-Trade. Halftime report. Let's check in on number 5. Kentucky, winners of 4 in a row. Sean, what is the weakness with this Cats team?
There's not really a glaring weakness right now. They've been locked in and committed to the defensive end of the floor. They have the most dominant player inside the paint. It allows you to space the floor and play through shooters. Impressive first half so far by Kentucky.
Yeah, they've been in a flow offensive, which they've been like that for quite some time now. Sharing the ball, Severe Wheeler, hooking guys up. He's got 7 assists. But defensively, their defense travels, man. When they go on the road, they've only had one team this season, would be Auburn, score more than 66 points on their own floor. When they were visiting them, they've done a great job defensively in this game, forcing some turnovers. If they clean up their turnovers, they'll be in a really good spot.
Keep an eye on this. Bottom of the screen, you're going to see Jacob Toppin get tangled up battling for a rebound. He appeared to injure his leg, his left leg. Hard to tell if it was the ankle or the knee. He was helped off the court just moments ago. Kentucky in front by 5 over on ESPN. E-Trade halftime report. Sean Farnham, Dallin Cuff, Kevin Connors here in studio. Dallin, for our game, Auburn has one loss all season. It came the day before Thanksgiving in double overtime against UConn. But they barely escaped Georgia the other day. They're trailing here at the half. What's going on with the Tigers?
Well, today, they're happy to be trailing by 3. Like that, this was a double-digit game on the road, 20,000 plus at Bud Walton. Arkansas's played really well, turned them over. Auburn's playing without Jasper. That's affected them. But defensively, Kev, that's what's keeping them in this game. Like, they didn't give a field goal the last 8 minutes. Like, they're hanging their hat on that side. They're not allowing their offense that's struggling affect their defense, which a lot of teams do. Sign of maturity. They're really not playing at pace right now. Neither team has rhythm. I'm not sure who that benefits right now, but it has benefited Auburn in the last 4 minutes to get back into this thing and keep it a 3-point game.
I think eventually it'll probably benefit Auburn in this game. And I think that Arkansas came out and fed off that energy of being in Bud Walton and has done a tremendous job dictating kind of how this game was going to be played early. They created turnovers. They scored off the turnovers. That's how they forced points. They got inside the paint. And then as the half wore on, Auburn started doing a little bit better job taking care of the ball. But mainly it was their defense that locked up. And as much as we talk about Kentucky, what travels? Your defense. If this team wants to win this game on the road tonight, it's going to be their defense that spurts them into what their offense should look like. I think Walker Kessler's going to have a really big second half.
A season-low 25 points for the nation's number 1 team, riding a 19-game win streak. When we come back, we'll switch conferences, head over to the Big Ten. Big battle between Scotty and Sparty. It's coming up next.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade from Morgan Stanley, a new chapter in investing.
Look, I know you're out of the game.
We wouldn't disturb you if it wasn't important, but the world needs you.
If you can hear this, come back. Is it past this bedtime?
Every day brings new opportunities to do more than anyone thought possible, to redefine what a truck can be. By earning the top brand in new vehicle quality in the automotive industry. Push the limits of what's possible with the lineup of Ram trucks, built to serve.
Right now, get $3,550 in total values on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
Arby's, 2 for $6. Every day, 2 beefs, 2 cheddars, together. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Good for you, you're happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing better without me, baby. Gotta wish that I could do that. I lost my mind like spent the night.
There are lots of ways to love that chicken from Popeyes. Like our sandwich and our nuggets. Both are marinated for 12 hours and freshly prepared, so every bite is crunchy and juicy. Get them today for only $3.99.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
The best middleweight on planet Earth. Chapter 1 goes to Israel Adesanya. I'm the champion. Let's go.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it.
You deserve to save.
I deserve to save. I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance at geico.com.
With over 200 flavor notes to discover, every sip of Woodford Reserve Bourbon is a spectacle for the senses.
Philips presents One Blade. Trim, edge, shave. For every style, for your style. Philips One Blade. Your style made simple. Together, we make life better.
Philips.
You're watching the E-Trade Halftime Report.
With Sean Farnham and Dallin Cup, Kevin Connors in studio. Good one of the Big Ten tonight. Couple of top 20 teams battling. Johnny Davis, 4 points last game, D.C. He's making up for that tonight.
Well, both these teams last game, they shot lights out. I mean, 44% combined from the three-point line. They both were up 50% from the two-point line. They were great. This game has not been the same. There's been a really bit of a rock fight back and forth. Struggle to make as many shots and make as many plays.
Yeah, nobody's hitting shots from the outside. In fact, that's one of only three-pointers in the entire first half.
Badgers up by 6. Meantime, Marquette, UConn, top 25 battle in the Big East. That's Jordan Hawkins knocking down the 3. Sean, Adamo Sanogo has been playing like a monster for the Huskies.
Yeah, you know, they didn't find him on Saturday in the first half of that game against Villanova. In the second half, they tried to get him involved in it a lot more. He's been involved. He's got 17 in the first half of this game.
But the game has changed. They were by 14, the Huskies were. They've gotten better defensively, the Golden Flashes, and they've been able to get Golden Eagles. They're able to get some shots, make some plays, and get back in this game.
53-50 the score. Meantime, what to watch for UCLA Stanford. How about a Bruins team trying to snap a 2-game skid, including a triple overtime loss in Tempe? Currently 2 games back of Arizona for the top spot of the Pac-12. Cardinal will have a ton of work to do heading into conference.
Got a whole bag of shush over there.
You're right about that.
Stop it.
UCLA season breakdown as many losses over the weekend as
Nobody
they
wants
did
to see it.
in their first 18 games. Shooting numbers took a big dive thanks to the 3 overtime game. The Farnham concern meter is where right now?
Pretty high. Look, you look at this team, and the problem that I have with them is I feel like they've got to go back to watching some tape from last year's Final Four run and reestablish who they were and how they played. They're playing isolation basketball. They've done that throughout all of last year's Final Four run, too. But the quality of shot that they're getting within that is not nearly as high, and that's impacting their defensive numbers as well because they're not in the right positioning. Their transition's a little bit slow in that. And when Johnny Juzang, who wants to play like an All-American, be an All-American candidate, goes 0 for his final 8 shots in that game against ASU, you start to have a little bit of pause and a little bit of concern.
Arizona wasn't expected. But it's almost like, okay, Arizona, I think, is maybe the best team in this country. And that you were playing on their floor and you just beat them a couple weeks ago. It was the ASU game that was concerning to me. You got to have 5 guys connected on the same page that are really giving it up for their brother every possession on both ends of the floor. And to your point, you don't quite see that. When they do that, they have a bunch of guys that can make plays for each other and have a fun way to play. But you got to be able committed on both ends to do the gritty work, too.
Trying to avoid the 3-game losing streak, Bruins and Cardinal comes your way, 11 Eastern, ESPN2 tonight. We're coming back here on the E-Trade Halftime Report.
Look, I know you're out of the game.
We wouldn't disturb you if it wasn't important, but the world needs you.
If you can hear this, come back. Is it past this bedtime?
Red Bull gives you wings.
And it's easy to get a quote at libertymutual.com. So you only pay for what you need. Isn't that right, Limu? Limu? Sorry, one sec.
Oh, boy.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Welcome to Allstate. Here, safe driving saves more than just your cargo. Safe driving saves you 40% with DriveWise. Click or call for a quote today.
Hustle, sure, but for what matters. When you do, it leads to amazing.
Welcome to the next level. The all-new Lexus NX.
Man, I can't wait to watch the big game.
I think we're allowed to say Super Bowl. Pizza Hut is the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Can I say that Juju Smith-Schuster eats Pizza Hut before every game?
It's not in the contract. How did he get here?
I don't know.
No one out Pizza's the Hut.
I've got moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Sky Rizzy.
Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bare my skin. Yeah, that's all me. Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin. That's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Achieve clearer skin with Sky Rizzy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months. Of those, nearly 9 out of 10 sustained it through 1 year. And Sky Rizzy is 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
I see nothing in a different way. It's my moment, so I just gotta say. Nothing is everything.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Nothing is everything.
Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade from Morgan Stanley, a new chapter in investing.
The new Casey's Mid-Major Top 10 drops Thursday morning on ESPN.com. Huge battle for first place in the MAC. Dallin, how about Toledo's Ryan Rollins?
He's outstanding and showing it again. He may be getting a triple-double this game. He's got 9 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds right now, doing it all different places. These are two normally high-scoring teams that are entertaining.
But really what we all care about is where they will be ranked in Casey's mid-major top 10 on Thursday on ESPN.com.
A lot of lobbying going on for both teams. The Rockets in front. Second half on the way. This has been the E-Trade Halftime Report.
Did you know that with the Sonic app, it's always happy hour? As long as you order your drink on the app.
All this time I've been hoping and wishing and dreaming I could have just downloaded the app.
Or upset because you missed it.
Because I missed it? Ending business meetings to make it?
All you had to do was pull up your phone.
I was done.
We all need help.
Hold it!
Just not always the same kind.
Wait!
Maybe you just need a little.
Thanks.
Maybe you need a lot.
Nice technique.
It seems like she's got it, but she might need an extra hand later. And when it comes to taxes,
So, where are you moving to?
H&R Block can help a little or a lot. At H&R Block, get the expert tax help you need, online and in person. Help is here.
This Valentine's Day, show your love with 25 to 50% off everything at Kay. Because every kiss you've shared together deserves to be celebrated with a gift from Kay.
The KFC chicken sandwich is only served one way. Straight from the fryer, piping hot, and Kentucky Fried to order. If you don't like it this way, you'll have to go somewhere else. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Hey, pass me a Pepsi.
I mean, can you drink any louder? Hand me some Lay's.
Could you eat any louder?
It's normal to eat loud. Drinking loud makes no sense.
It takes a determined spirit to help others, to persevere. Together we've shown our true grit as we find new ways to improve lives and build better futures. A beacon of hope in the face of adversity. That's been our mission for 150 years. Our determination to build a better world continues to drive us forward, now and into the future. We are the University of Arkansas.
I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Bundle and save even more at geico.com.
I've always wanted to do that.
Next round on me.
Let me tell you, you want to be successful? You gotta hustle. You gotta go the extra mile. Make a name for yourself. Have a firm grip. Always dress for success, and you gotta show them who's boss.
Thanks for coming in. We'll get back to you. Hustle, sure, but for what matters. When you do, it leads to amazing.
Welcome to the next level. The all-new Lexus NX.
Welcome to Super Tuesday, presented by Progressive from Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. This is the SEC on ESPN. Sold out crowd, #1 team here for the first time ever. The Hogs had a lead of 12 at one point. Then they went ice cold, and Auburn fought their way back to make this thing a 3-point game as we get ready to start the second half. Tom Hart, Dane Bradshaw, Lisa Lang down the floor over there. This is An Auburn team that is used to playing close games on the road, how much does that help in the last 20 minutes?
Well, their confidence is there, but taking care of the ball better be there, too, in the second half. They had 11 turnovers in the first half. That was a huge swing in Arkansas's favor. I don't think Auburn can win this game with 20-plus turnovers. On Arkansas' side, we know how important Jalen Williams is defensively, but I think we saw just how important he is offensively. When he went out of that game with 2 personal fouls, their offense was really stagnant.
And listen what Bruce Pearl said.
Yeah, I asked him coming out of the locker room what he said to his team. He was pretty calm. He said these are the 2 best defensive teams in the conference. We shouldn't get down on ourselves for not getting some of those shots. In order to make some of those shots, though, he said we have to stop letting the noise affect us. We knew it was going to be a factor. We have to do a better job of communication and getting on the same page.
And there is no doubt about it. It is loud. This place seats 20,300. Jabari Smith gets a shot off and gets fouled. There you go. You go to your superstar when you need a bucket.
And you get him in a good position coming off a screen. Rather than posting him up on the perimeter, you get a big-on-big screen. And the key there is the adjustment Bruce Pearl made. If Jalen Williams isn't going to play Walker Kessler, then guess what? Walker Kessler can be the best ball screener or screener off the ball in the game, because Williams is going to have to come out and help on that. He can't stay down in the paint. Look for Auburn to keep doing that.
Jabari Smith is coming off of an off game against Georgia, just 7 points on 2 of 7 shooting. They changed the foul to Trey Wade, and that's key because initially it was J.D. Notae's second, and we know the importance of Notae to this Arkansas team. So Jabari Smith with a chance at a 3-point play. Smith's already matched his scoring output that he had Saturday in the close win on the road at Georgia.
That is a huge play for the young man's confidence to start the second half.
Kick to the corner. Williams with the ball fake goes around Kessler. Kessler still recovered for the block, and then Tony cleaned it up.
Well, I thought Jabari Smith had an opportunity to get his feet set outside the arc and take a charge on Williams to send him to the bench with 3.
Nice move by K.D. Johnson. He gets his first bucket in the second half.
He is a straight line driver, A to B, no pit stops in his game.
Auburn has scored 14 of the last 16 in this game. Arkansas has found its offense in the second half. Devo Davis, who had the shot against Oral Roberts, who sent him to the Elite Eight last year, comes up with a big jumper here.
And gets the start in the second half. Was coming off the bench previously.
Green turns the corner. What he got? Offensive foul. It's the second on Wendell Green. If you joined us late, Auburn is still without Zep Jasper, their starting point guard. Second straight game Bruce Pearl has said to go with Wendell Green playing extensive minutes.
Yeah, but Kessler's got to roll tough here. His man is down in the paint, and Tony's coming over to help. The open look is the kick out there or the skip pass to K.D. Johnson. Arkansas is leaving those guys open, daring Auburn to make the difficult pass.
Flanagan will try to slow down J.D. Notae. Davis with the kick. Here's Jalen Williams. And now Tony. Hard move and an offensive foul on the Arkansas senior.
I thought Tony had a really good look at a 12-foot jump shot with a shorter defender. He made that play harder than it needed to be.
Green, pull up. That's the shot.
And that's it. Again, Kessler's man is playing so deep. Use him as a screener. There's no help there. You're going to get that open look until Williams decides to come out.
Some reason they weren't on Notae, but couldn't cash it in. Green will lead it. And he'll take it himself. That's one of the identifiers that Eric Musselman had on this Auburn backcourt, saying these are selfish guards. They will take shots instead of passing it. Nice power move. Stanley Mude.
Really talented scorer, mid-range three. He can post up smaller guards as well.
After poor shooting first half, Auburn 3 of 4 in the second half. Shot clock will be late after the ball was tipped in the backcourt. Green downhill. Kessler from deep. Second three of the game for Walker Kessler.
Arkansas is going to have to talk about some adjustments.
Whoa! Trying to dunk right over the 7-footer. Got it back, lays it in.
A nice hustle on that end, but on this side, if I'm Eric Musselman, you got to consider how you're going to play the 5-man. Auburn starting to hurt you with the pick and pop and also the ball screen.
Jabari Smith. Only one pass on that possession. A foul on the floor will go against the Hogs. And that'll go against Jalen Williams. It's his third.
That is a huge play in this game. Yep, you're right. 10 and white. Here he is, and what he does, I get the double lines. He's got a. And we've seen more physical play in this game. I don't see that as a foul, not compared to what we've seen so far in this one. Tough break for Williams.
Here's Jabari Smith. He loves that pull-up jumper, and he gets fouled and will go to the free throw line. Stanley Amude commits the foul. So Jalen Williams with 3. They never changed that foul on J.D. Note that happened a few minutes ago, so he has 2. Jabari Smith, number 4 ranked recruit in the country, coming out of Sandy Creek High School outside of Atlanta. Highest rated recruit in Auburn program history. Dad played his college ball at LSU, 10 years a pro, including 4 in the NBA. And as a junior in high school, Jabari was first welcomed on the floor to play pickup ball with NBA guys in the Atlanta area.
There's some lottery picks you get in your program, and they're lottery based on their potential, maybe not necessarily their college production. He's both high ceiling and tons of production at this level.
Amude off the mark. Auburn looking to add to its lead. Here's Jabari Smith. Leans into it. Too strong. It was an aggressive move. Don't usually see him take that many dribbles and turn it into a shot.
We got Tony down low. Mismatch. Got to get him the ball.
Instead, a corner 3. Got it!
Or corner 3. That'll work too.
Zavonte Davis puts the Hogs back in front. Green lob. Kessler finish.
That's a play Auburn has gotten all year long. Teams have started to pack it in and take it away. Great read there by Green.
Williams playing with 3 fouls. Into Kessler, comes up with another block. Second best shot blocker in the country. Stolen right back. No take, no look. Tony shovels it off to Williams. Kessler still got it. Turned into a game of hot potato. Now J.D. Note limping up the floor.
And the tallest guy on the court almost defended the whole team by himself. Arkansas with the extra effort. Auburn did not get back.
4 blocks for Kessler. Jabari Smith for 3. Smooth jumper. He's got a dozen.
And that's where it's going to be open. When Arkansas sags in, it's going to be that skip pass to the corner where you got your best 3-point shooter on the team spotted up.
Note down the lane. Followed jam, won't count. Could be the third on Jabari Smith. We will clean it up.
Kessler turns it over, and then they just keep staying after it. And nobody on Auburn, I think, even knows Arkansas has the ball. Way too late for Auburn. But then the answer on the other end, great find by Green. Jabari Smith, that's money all day. Corner tray ball.
They were sleeping again, say no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the...
Hey, bud. Thanks for coming out to cheer me on.
Dad, I'm always here.
I'm always here for you, too.
Okay, go, Dad.
Thanks.
No, everyone's passing you.
You got it, Coach.
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
The magic is calling you to stay at a Disney Resort hotel, where you're surrounded by the world's most magical celebration. The fun never stops. Special friends greet you. You soar to adventures with extra time in any of the 4 theme parks every day. And now you can save on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels. Why would you stay anywhere else?
When our daughter and her kids moved in with us, our bargain detergent couldn't keep up.
Turns out it's mostly water.
So we switched back to Tide. One wash, stains are gone.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. It's gotta be Tide.
That's not great. I can get him today.
Get the parts fast and the job done faster.
Getting the incredible iPhone 13 without T-Mobile makes as much sense as playing hide and seek in the desert.
Really, guys?
T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places. And now, when you switch, you can get iPhone 13 on us at T-Mobile.
Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
I need big king, big king. I need two.
All the flame grilled stacker saucy Big King taste you love is now on the
2, 4, 5
for a limited time.
Our journey at Continental has taken us down many roads. And when we first started, they weren't even paved. For more than 150 years, we've worked hard to earn your trust. From the trail to the racetrack and beyond. The Continental mark in all its forms stands for confidence. Confidence you trust. Continental Tire. Auburn 42, Arkansas 41. Jabari Smith picked up his third personal a moment ago. Dane, take us inside the play.
Well, Jalen Williams is sinking in the paint. Eric Musselman wants him to stay down there as a rim protector, clog the lane, but it leaves J.D. Note on the island. There's no help. So Bruce Pearl's made adjustments. He's got Walker Kessler in the screener action. Same thing here. He's going to stay in the lane. They don't respect Kessler's three-point shooting ability. 6 of 34 on the year coming into today's game, but 2 of 4 this evening. Kessler starting to do his work as a shooter and as a screener for Auburn's offense.
He's tied his career high in threes with a pair. Had 2 against Georgia earlier this season at Auburn Arena. J.D. Note to the free throw line. Alyssa was inside the Arkansas huddle. What'd you hear?
Yeah, piggybacking on what Dane just said, Eric Musselman was getting on J.D. Note saying, you got to do more of what you did in the first half. They talked so much during shoot-around today about being putting so much pressure on this Auburn team defensively. He said, you don't give them more than a half a step. We got to get back to what we were doing in the first half.
Both teams shooting the ball well in the second half. Auburn 6 of 9 from the floor and 2 of 4 from 3. Flanagan running the point now. Forced 3 off the front of the rim. Kessler bails him out. I don't know if Devin Cambridge throwing up a 3 early in the possession is what Auburn needed. Here's Note. Working on Jabari Smith, who's got 3. And you can see how Kessler impacts every shot in the paint and outside of it. Leads the nation. He blocks 19% of opponents' 2-point field goal attempts.
Just great penetration, not once but twice by J.D. Note. It ends up being Kessler, the big man on the other team's point guard, and Note goes to work, gets the foul on 13.
And so that'll put J.D. Note at the free throw line. 5 of 6 from the line so far tonight.
This kid's conditioning is so elite, Tom. I mean, what he has to do for them on offense and still harass the ball handler on the other end, he's special.
Saturday in the SEC Network, another full slate. It'll start early, 11 a.m. Central start. Arkansas in Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. You can always watch on the SEC Network and live on the ESPN app from anywhere. That'll be a fun one. Assuming Nate Oates' team can find its shooting touch. Jabari Smith, 3 fouls, limited. Here's Dylan Cardwell. Auburn with primarily subs on the floor. And Flanagan puts up an air ball. Saved by Jalen Williams. I just don't know where you go to on the offensive end if you're Bruce Pearl with this lineup.
You can't settle from beyond the arc there. And you mentioned Cambridge, Flanagan, both with contested threes. You want to try to at least get a paint touch first.
Moore gets it inside. And a quick hitter to Jalen Williams.
Bruce Pearl so good with those baseline out of bounds plays. The sets look the exact same, and he's got about 50 different plays within the same set.
It's worth about 6 points a game. Note gets free. J.D. Note is 1 of 5 from three-point land in this one. Moore looking for Williams. Working on Devo Davis. Cardwell, great size inside. He's a unsung hero on this Auburn team, giving him great minute and size inside at 6'11", 250.
Arkansas's first shot defense has been great, but they're not finishing the possession. That's now 15 offensive rebounds for 18 second chance points for Auburn. They must box out.
Devin Cambridge commits his second.
Well, inside shots lead to inside rebounds. Nobody rotates down or puts a body on Cardwell, and that's easy money right there.
How long will Bruce Pearl leave his starters like Katie Johnson, Jabari Smith, Walker Kessler, and Wendell Green Jr. on the bench?
I tell you, that guy is committed to rotations and rest and making fatigue be a factor at the end of the game. Heck, even in overtime, he'll sub guys in and out. It's that important to him.
Flanagan is the only starter on the floor right now. Davis with the 3 right in the eye of Williams. Flanagan tied up. Got away with a double dribble.
Did he ever? And a hook there.
Second one. And they get him for the offensive foul. His third. Devo Davis hit a big one last year, a couple big ones tonight.
Yeah, this guy just shakes and bakes and pulls up, rises. Devo Davis has Bud Walton Arena to their feet.
No, not the guac man. Not Granny. The Gap is gonna knock you out. Take him, but not Granny. Rest in power, Granny.
We love our new apartment,
Great kitchen, open floor plan.
but there's not much privacy.
What happened to your wall?
At least Geico makes bundling our renters and car insurance easy.
Does save us a ton. What's on this chicken?
Paprika.
Paprika! I made it at home.
It's my catchphrase.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Every day brings new opportunities to do more than anyone thought possible, to redefine what a truck can be. By earning the top brand in new vehicle quality in the automotive industry. Push the limits of what's possible with the lineup of Ram trucks, built to serve.
Right now, get $3,550 in total values on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
Superstition ain't the way.
The land is dying, and the machines are out of control. Whatever comes, I will be ready.
Rated T for teen.
PlayStation.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Oh yeah, nuggets! 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really? Hand me some Lay's. Hey, Eli! Road trip to the Super Bowl! We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
Good for you, you doing good. I know without me, baby. God, I wish that I could do that. It does kind of open things up a little bit.
I would say I bring energy, leadership, scoring, defensive ability. I can really bring whatever the coach needs from me that night. I don't really try to look into just labeling myself as a scorer or one-dimensional. So I'm just know you're just gonna get my best effort. I'm gonna come out and play hard every night. I'm not gonna lose my energy. I'm gonna pick my teammates up, lead, and I'm just gonna do whatever it takes to win.
That's Jabari Smith on our Wendy's Wooden Watch. Right now, the superstar freshman is on the bench with 3 personal fouls. He's given him 12 points. How long does Bruce Pearl leave him there with Auburn trailing?
I think you play it by ear a little bit. You'd love to get to the under 8 media timeout if you can last that long. See how this squad does right now for Auburn, but he gave them a heck of a boost to start the second half and get in a rhythm offensively.
Devo Davis from the elbow. Wendell Green Jr. is back on the floor for Auburn. Here's Flanagan on the run. And a Jalen Williams open.
Arkansas's transition defense has been elite in this game. Even when Auburn thinks they have an opportunity, there the Hogs are.
Likes gets by Flanagan. First field goal for Chris Likes. Arkansas leads by 3. Green into traffic. Cambridge cut off. And he uses the timeout. And they're on their feet here in Bud Walton Arena with Arkansas looking for its first ever win against the #1 team in the country here in Fayetteville.
You want to see speed? How about Chris Likes, the Miami transfer, says, oh, going right through the lane. Here they come.
Hi.
Hey, you look really nice.
Let's get some more pictures. Let's go
Okay.
over here. This is good. This is good. You look so cute.
New Cantina Crispy Chicken Tacos. Try them with creamy chipotle or avocado ranch sauce.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I got a lot of advice about my abdominal pain, diarrhea, and constipation.
High fiber diet.
Low fiber diet.
No gluten-free.
Then I found Culturelle IBS Complete Support. And now I have more symptom-free days.
Also try Culturelle probiotic supplements. We all need help.
Hold it!
Just not always the same kind.
Wait, when?
Maybe you just need a little.
Thanks.
Maybe you need a lot.
Nice technique.
It seems like she's got it, but she might need an extra hand later. And when it comes to taxes,
So, where are you moving to?
H&R Block can help a little or a lot. At H&R Block, get the expert tax help you need, online and in person. Help is here.
When the
world is counting on you, buckle up.
Hang on!
And enjoy the ride in the all-new Lexus NX. See Moonfall in theaters February 4th and experience amazing.
This Valentine's Day, show your love with 25 to 50% off everything at Kay. Because every kiss you've shared together deserves to be celebrated with a gift from Kay.
Take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. I hear him chatting with the boys, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, not so tough, but man's keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize, like girls, let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize, let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Let her tell me I'm. Let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution.
What a scene at Bud Walton Arena, which is hosting a #1 visitor for the first time ever. And the Razorbacks looking for their second win against #1 ever. The only other victory came in Pine Bluff in 1984 against Michael Jordan and the Tar Heels. Loose ball in the corner after the Auburn miss, and it'll be off of Arkansas right in front of the Tigers bench.
Well, they got the look they wanted, just maybe not the shooter they wanted. However, yet again, Arkansas unable to finish the defensive possession. They've got to get these defensive rebounds.
And Pearl slowly but surely getting his starters back in the game. Walker Kessler, who's got a monster stat line going in this game. 12 points, 12 boards, and 4 blocks. He had a triple-double against LSU earlier this year. Jalen Williams short. Cambridge follows. Left it underneath. Kessler now. And he'll go to the free throw line.
We're accustomed to seeing Kessler get that thing high above his head. You saw the good hands there just with one paw as everybody else was reaching. He's just toying with these smaller defenders. He's been all over the place. 12 points, 13 boards, 4 blocks. No question he's been the MVP for Auburn in this one.
We got J.D. Notte with the foul as Kessler has 2 free throws coming. Denton never got above the rim. And they must have corrected the earlier. Now it's Notte's second. What a scene. Bank ain't open, but another lane violation on Arkansas. And Kessler will get another shot. I don't know if you could have 2 free throws so off. The first one barely got the rim. The second one hit the top of the square.
I think Kessler's realizing what it's like to be an opponent at a place as loud as the jungle is.
Played in the Carolina-Duke rivalry last year a couple of times, but that was in front of nearly empty gyms. Whoa, wide open, Notte. After this flip by Cambridge, and that cost Auburn a bucket.
Great read by Likes. Defender falls on the flop. Notte open for 2.
Cambridge for 3. Got it, and that snaps a 7-0 Arkansas run.
The reason that's a better look than previous looks is the paint touch, kick out, feet set, much higher quality 3-point shot.
Likes launches. What do you think of that shot selection?
You live and die with him, and he does that. When he's in the game, you know it's a risk.
Look at the finish by Wendell Green Jr.
And the first transition bucket I can recall for Auburn. And that's what can happen when you take a contested, ill-advised jumper. The rest of your teammates aren't ready to get back.
Notte with the layup. Game high 17 for the Arkansas Star. Green looks for Kessler, can't get it to him. Green just took a shot in the eye from Notte. Flanagan strip, a whistle. Green with the interception. 3-on-2. Scoop. No! Kessler with the score, though.
He's always around the basket, but that starts with a tough pass by Devo Davis. You add numbers, keep the ball in your hands, push the fast break.
Saw the head hog Sam Pittman at halftime. That was a fine defensive back type play with the Auburn pick. Davis downhill. Kessler scared him away from shooting. And a backcourt violation.
Just shooting themselves in the foot here recently. Here's the bad pass by Davis. Remember, that comes after the bad shot by Chris Likes. And then the next play, another turnover by Davis. Arkansas's got to calm down, get the ball in the hands of J.D. Note, who we saw get to the rim recently. Get your best decision maker the ball.
Jabari Smith back on the floor. K.D. Johnson has returned to the line for the Tigers as well. This is their starting five. Green gets it to Kessler, and he gets a high percentage. Look, 16 for Kessler.
And they finally get downhill. Kessler rolls, gets space, and the vision by Green.
So if you think about it, Dane, Auburn was able to hang in there with subs on the floor for the most part. Kessler is fifth block. And now they got all their starters back out there at the under 8.
Yeah, that's a great point. They bought time.
J.D. Note floater. Mismatch going against Kessler. Got into him and shared it. And a foul. Audis Tony's got 10. And he's going to the line.
I think Wendell Green was concerned with the mismatch. He gets caught ball watching, and Note keeps his head up on the dribble. Doesn't have the shot for himself. Great kick.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com.
I need big king, big king. I need two.
All the flame grilled stacker saucy Big King taste you love is now on the
2, 4, 5
for a limited time.
Red Bull gives you wings.
This Valentine's Day, find the gift that touches their heart. This is how love shines. At Zales, the Diamond Store. It's the Valentine's Day sale. Get 25% off everything. At Zales, the Diamond Store.
You think she's still awake?
Don't worry.
The Lexus RX, built for modern families.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350.
This place is going to be rocking.
I just came back for the win.
Bigger or faster or stronger.
Success is the best revenge. Better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken. I'm ready for war. I see the house and I'm up in the score. I just came back for the win. They say success is the best revenge.
I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Bundle and save even more at geico.com.
I've always wanted to do that.
Next round on me.
Philips presents One Blade. Trim, edge, shave. For every style, for your style. Philips One Blade. Your style made simple. Together, we make life better.
Philips.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
Kevin and Dallin in studio over on ESPN. DC, Severe Wheeler has just 1 point, but
11 dimes. He is getting wherever he wants on the court, hooking up his teammates, and Oscar Tshiebwe en route to another double-double.
14-point Cats lead, Tom Hart.
All right, thanks, fellas. By the way, full house tonight, and it's the largest attended basketball event in Bud Walton Arena, 20,327, the previous record. Patino and Kentucky were here in 97 and came away with a 10-point win against Pat Bradley and the Hogs.
Tom, this is an Auburn fan base that has traveled well in FCC games. The Arkansas fans weren't going to let anybody in outside of their allotted tickets. These fans have shown up and brought it.
Here's Kessler trying for another. Rebounded by Chris Moore, who was recruited by Arkansas, and he promptly gives it up. Here's Amude. That one took a spin. Devo Davis comes out of there with it. Miscommunication. Shot clock now at 5. Davis to his backside. Tony can't cash in. Auburn down 1, number 1 ranked team in the country, only 1 loss on the season.
They're looking for Jabari on this one.
Working on Davis right over the top of him. That is the money shot for Jabari Smith.
Yeah, Bruce Pearl made the set play call. He saw the lineup and the matchup, and that's what Jabari Smith can do.
Note rejected by Kessler. Block number 6. Right back to Note, and this time he kicks it out. Shovel pass intercepted. Katie Johnson off to the races. And it'll be a foul on Arkansas. And Amude's second.
The outstanding rim protection of Auburn. I mean, you go in, and just when you think it's just Jabari Smith, you got to get by. Here comes Walker Kessler. I'm not sure there was a foul there. I didn't like the call. Katie Johnson initiated all that contact, and this is just pro stuff right here. This is why scouts are salivating over Jabari Smith.
Katie Johnson only has 2 points in this game, coming off of 20 against his former team, Georgia. Never had a shot. Katie Johnson just hasn't looked like himself tonight.
He hadn't been able to get that extra pop. I think he's played hard, but he just hadn't been able to. He's an emotional player. When he can't get a couple to fall, you don't see that passion, emotion, and personality come out quite as much.
0 for 2 from the line.
And he's got to be careful now because it's about to be negative emotion. He's frustrated with himself, untucking his jersey. Got to stay disciplined and solid on D.
Note trying to shake Cambridge, and Cambridge came up with a block that time. Auburn leads the nation. They blocked 22% of their opponents' 2-point attempts.
And Walker Kessler may be on his way to another triple-double. He had one earlier in the year with points, rebounds, and blocks.
Yeah, that was against LSU. 18, 10, and 11 blocks. It's a second triple-double in Auburn history. Note working on it. Bruce Pearl doesn't mind this matchup, he told us. Note doesn't mind it either. He's got 20. Jabari Smith. Jalen Williams the rebound. Hogs lead by 2. Note just hit a 3 on Kessler a moment ago. Now he tries to drive on him and a fadeaway. And the ball kept alive by Audi's Tony. Jalen Williams now thinking about it. Shot clock at 9.
Yeah, he's going to take the next one he gets.
Amude lost it on the way in. Cambridge, corner 3.
I think Jabari Smith can take that one in transition. It's a good look. You're a better three-point shooter than Cambridge. You got to take those.
2 minutes without a bucket for Auburn. Note over Cambridge. And kept alive again by the Hogs. Davis, nope.
Tom, to end the first half, Arkansas got stagnant. They started just watching J.D. Note. They got to get back to that movement offensively and not just watch him dribble.
Green with the floater, and it used every bit of the rim. Green's got a dozen. Katie Johnson is kind of shuffling back to the bench. We've got a break with a tie game. Number 1 Auburn on the ropes at Arkansas.
We are here. For new homeowners, a football game can really bring out the parent in them.
It's smart we park near the exit.
Absolutely.
There you go. That way.
Let's put away the parking talk maybe for a minute.
Parking is where the money is, though. You imagine what this place pulls in on parking alone?
All right, no more talking about parking lots.
A lot of these are compact spots.
It's not pretty.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
We still planning to head out around the third quarter?
Let's not talk about leaving before we're actually at the game.
Man, I can't wait to watch the big game.
I think we're allowed to say Super Bowl. Pizza Hut is the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Can I say that Juju Smith-Schuster eats Pizza Hut before every game?
It's not in the contract.
How did he get here?
I don't know.
No one out Pizza's the Hut.
My fingers and I do this to make a living. We're too busy to do taxes.
I love doing taxes for self-employed people. You can hand those off to me.
Yeah, but can I hand them off without using my hands?
We can arrange that. You do your thing. You've got your taxes. Intuit, TurboTax Live.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
The magic is calling you to a celebration 50 years in the making. Feel the magic everywhere. Share the wonder of new unbelievable sights. Share the light all around you. And see the world you love shine like never before. Join us for the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Celebration.
Good for you, you're happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing good without me, baby, gotta wish that I could do that. I lost my mind like the light.
Why is it when someone says, I'm toast, it's not a good thing?
I'd be happy if I was toast.
Why?
Because I'd be delicious. Sonic Patty Melt. And everyone would love me.
Top 25 battle in the Big Ten. Sean, how about Johnny Davis and the Badgers in East Lansing?
Their execution at a premium in the second half, 52% shooting, 14 points for Davis in the second.
8-point lead. Michigan, Penn State in the on-deck circle. Dallin, what's America going to see from Hunter Dickinson?
A lot of big man in the middle right there. He's the key to their team. They rely so much on him. John Harrah's defense and keeping the ball out by good guard pressure will be key for Penn State.
Big Ten battle coming up next, Tom.
By KC, thanks. Here, Eric Musselman trying to pull off something that has only been done by Eddie Sutton. A win against the number one team in the country. That was Michael Jordan in the Tar Heels. Sam Perkins at 17. MJ 21. 2 of the 6 in that North Carolina team went to the NBA. Darrell Bedford had a dozen. The Pandemonium in Pine Bluff, our buddy Joe Klein, had 20 and 10 38 years ago for the only Arkansas win against the number one team in the country.
Auburn goes zone. We haven't seen this since the first half.
They were only in it for one possession in the first half when Arkansas dunked on them. Might bring it back. Green will take it himself. Kisses it off the glass.
Well, this is where I think you got to watch a little bit of the fatigue. J.D. Note has been brilliant offensively, but he's also had to guard Green in these ball screens all game long on the defensive end.
Davis will back it out against Kessler. He's got 7 blocks. And now another board for Kessler.
If I'm Bruce Pearl, I'm doing ball screen, ball screen, ball screen. And this time they put Tony on him to give Note a little bit of a breather.
Kessler's been the screener. Green the score. First at the rim and now from deep.
And that's the problem. You take your best on-ball defender off the ball, and that's what happens.
Danger zone for Arkansas, and a trip to the free throw line coming from Au'Diese Toney, the senior from Huntsville, Alabama.
Not a lot of complicated sets here, just ball screen stuff that's worked so well for Auburn all year. Green rarely has been able to get an opening in the paint, and this time just Toney gets nailed on the screen. You got to fight over the top. That's what Note has done such a good job of all game long, fighting over the top of that ball screen. Gets one play off to rest, and then Green goes off.
That was the 4th on Allen Flanagan. Au'Diese Toney's got a dozen. He was great against Vandy. 16 of his 20 in the second half a couple of games ago. And a good second half tonight for Toney. 2 of 2. Hogs down 3. Green and Kessler 2-man game. They'll run it back into the corner. Flanagan rebounded by Cambridge. A chance for Jabari Smith. Another offensive board for Auburn. And then bodies collide, and we got a jump ball before they went down. More hoops coming as soon as we finish over on ESPN. It's a big one. Number 13, Illinois, on the road against 3rd-ranked Purdue in a battle. 2 of the Big Ten's top teams. The first one was a doozy. Can they match that 2-overtime classic? Razorbacks have only made 1 of their last 10. Hard screen from Amude. Got it back. Goes on Kessler. Got it pinned against the bottom of the backboard, but they got a foul. It's the 3rd on Walker Kessler. Bruce Pearl does not agree.
Yeah, he walls up great, but when he brings those arms down at the end is where they got him. If he just stays straight up, maybe it's a tough 2 that doesn't go in. Got a piece of the arm, Amude.
Kessler is a great shot blocker for a lot of different reasons, and I talked to him about it at length, and he said it's not just that I'm tall or I have long arms or good anticipation. I study where the driver is going, and I know when he has to contort his body to come back to the rim. I'd rather meet him there than reach out to get him. That time he reached out.
Yeah, it's not because he's tall, great instincts. It's because he's all of that. He's been an exceptional shot blocker all season for Auburn.
2-point lead for the Tigers on the road, the number 1 ranked team in the country. Green in trouble at the baseline, finds Cambridge. Got a tip coming out of his hand. Nice block by Note on the recovery. Chance for the Hogs to tie or take the lead. Jalen Williams looking for the tie. Snuck it past Kessler, but it wouldn't go. Largest crowd in Bud Walton Arena history, most on their feet. A gamble and a steal by J.D. Note. The drive and a foul on Kessler will be his 4th. As soon as Green turned his back, Note picked his pocket.
How smart was J.D. Note? comes off of his man. Green's like, where the heck did you come from? And then Note's going to really stiff arm Kessler. I thought they could have got a player control on that. Note was thinking foul the whole way. He knew he didn't have a shot at finishing this. He had to get to the free throw line, which is something Arkansas does the fourth best of in the country in free throws made.
Note has been sensational at the free throw line. Now 7 of 9 in this game. One more to tie it for the senior in the SEC's leading scorer. Have never been so quiet. We are tied at 64, under a minute to play. Green in the paint, steps through. Go-ahead bucket by Wendell Green. J.D. Note has the ball in his hands. K.D. Johnson defending him. Note now on Kessler. Toying with a 7-footer. Can't get past him. Inside to Jalen Williams. We're tied again. Shot clock off. Number 1 Auburn tied with Arkansas. Green with 5 will launch for the lead. No! Rebound by Arkansas, and we're going to overtime in Bud Walton. Auburn 66, Arkansas 66, a record crowd in Fayetteville. We'll see an extra period tonight.
Man, I can't wait to watch the big game.
I think we're allowed to say Super Bowl. Pizza Hut is the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Can I say that Juju Smith-Schuster eats Pizza Hut before every game? It's not in the contract.
How did he get here?
I don't know. No one out Pizza's the Hut.
Wouldn't it be great if all Valentine's Day gifts were filled with peanut butter? Well, maybe not all of them. Maybe it's just Reese's that are better.
Welcome to Overtime, presented by SoFi. Number 1 Auburn has played some tough games on the road this season. They've had to eke out their last couple at Georgia and at Missouri in games in which the Tigers were heavy favorites. Tom Hart, Dane Bradshaw, Alyssa Lang. This is what college basketball is all about, huh?
You're talking about an answer by both teams just as soon as Auburn thought they had it under control. Big-time plays by J.D. Note, not only as a scorer but as a facilitator. And then down the stretch, Wendell Green had been getting good stuff going downhill in the ball screen action. Tries to do a little bit of a Trae Young impression, pull from deep and call game. But it was way off. And Auburn is going to have to fight off Arkansas for 5 more minutes if they want to hang on to that number 1 ranking.
There have been some nail-biters for the Tigers already this season. Let's take you to Columbia, Missouri on January 25th. Missouri makes it a 1-point game, but Auburn is able to run out the clock and sneak away from Como with a win after the Javon Pickett 3 cut it to 1. Then Saturday at Georgia, Walker Kessler pulls down the Noah Bauman missed 3. Wendell Green Jr. in a controversial play gets down the lane, no call, lays it up with 3.5 to play. Auburn wins by 2. Here's a look at our net gains tonight, brought to you by SoFi. Green with 19 points. J.D. Note, game's leading scorer with 22. Remember, Auburn playing without their starting point guard, Zep Jasper. There are some tired legs in the backcourt for the Tigers, I bet.
And in the Auburn huddle, you know what they're saying. Hey, guys, we've been here before. We're built for this. This is why we're the number 1 team in the country.
Sparge Smith controls the tap. Green guarded by Tony, and we got a foul. Look at clock situation, pardon me.
I don't think this crowd's going to have any problem coming back to life as soon as they inbounds this ball. Auburn's going to have to stay composed, but I just see more of the same. High ball screen action.
Jabari Smith rises and left it short. Note and Kessler fight for it. Kessler fouled. It's Jalen Williams in his 4th.
He's just been a beast all game long. Auburn as a team with 22 offensive rebounds. That's been the story of the game defensively for Arkansas. First shot defense, great. Finishing possession, not so much. And Kessler's been a warrior in the paint.
Free throw shooting has been an adventure for Kessler tonight, especially his last trip to the line. One short and one long. Let's split the difference. He's just 2 for 5 from the free throw line. Only hole in his game tonight.
Well, it gets mental at this point, and this crowd certainly has an impact. You got to take a deep breath and try to imagine an empty gym, just you and the rim.
Only the second 15-15-7 game in Division I this season. 0 for 2. Note, the leading scorer, kicks it to the corner. Green wanted a foul. Here's Williams. No. Bruce Pearl said after the close call in Georgia on Saturday that his team was tired. They were fatigued. They had heavy legs. See if that's an issue in the overtime period. Here's Katie Johnson. Nice crossover. Auburn finds a loose ball. It's Yarkansen. Alan Flanagan.
Kessler won't get any credit on that play, but it was the long arms and wingspan kept that ball alive, leading to Flanagan's layup.
Note back out. Amude for 3. Kessler controls the glass. Rebound number 19 for Kessler.
They want another post up for Smith. They like the matchup against Devo Davis.
Wendell Green takes it, try to shovel it to Kessler. And a foul after the drive and an offensive foul on Wendell Green Jr., his 3rd.
It's just a bad decision by Green. He's had his good moments in this game. But they want the post up there for Smith at the elbow. Blows off the play. Williams gets the charge. Just settle things down. Find your score. Let them go to work.
Dylan Cardwell was late to check into the game. And he'll give Kessler a breather here with 3:19 to go in overtime.
I told you earlier, even in overtime, Bruce Pearl's going to stick to his rotations and minutes.
And he said that's how he planned to use his timeouts tonight. Not necessarily to stop an Arkansas run, but to buy time for his key players. J.D. Note over Jabari Smith. Wow! 25 for Note. Arkansas back in front. Smith, quick move, shares it to Cardwell. Got tied up. Got it to go. $14 ties and 16 lead changes in this game. Hogs are up 12 about midway through the first half. Poked out of bounds by Smith. J.D. Note saying, I'm the best player on the floor tonight.
Yeah, this kid grew up playing on the outdoor courts because it costs $2 to get in the indoor gym. He said, I ain't have $2. He keeps playing like this. He'll have plenty of money to get in the indoor gyms. This kid, humble beginnings, incredible story, and now on the biggest stage of college basketball.